Welcome again to another episode where we meet and discuss on various issues affecting us in life. As women, we carry so many hats. We are mothers, sisters, aunts, grannies, wives, career women,
employees,
yes, business women,
yeah,
students,
exactly.
all hats we put on. And because we've got so many, we face so many challenges as well. But I like the fact that God gives us according to what we can carry.
Amen.
So we are not really scared that we are women. We love it. We love
yes.
it. We love that we are women. It is a privilege. So welcome to another episode, viewers. We welcome you. We greet you wherever you are across the world, all the four corners of the world. We greet you, and we love it when you connect with us, because if you do not connect, this will be in vain. So thank you so much. As we start on our session today, we are going to continue with the book of Ruth. What an interesting topic that we started. It is interesting. So with me here today is Emma, our founder of the group Vessels of Honor. I am privileged to be working side by side with you, girl. It has been awesome.
It's been awesome.
It has been awesome.
How many years we should actually do?
We should
going to have an
celebrate.
anniversary.
Is it? I think it's this year, ne? From 2015. It's 10 years. We should start planning our 10-year anniversary. It has been a decade. And God has done so much.
Not only to the women, but also to us.
To us as individuals.
Yes, and as leaders.
Yes,
it's been a journey.
Yes.
We've been growing and growing and growing.
We've been, wow. Where we started and where we are, we just see the grace of God.
Amen.
We just see the grace of God. Amen. So from where we left on the book of Ruth, we are going to take this so casually, because Ruth is a woman just to look at and say, wow, I see the hand of God in her life. Exactly. So just to recap, I'm just thinking, when life brings devastation, it's not easy to have hope. Yes. It's hard to have faith. But when things are the most difficult, that's when we need faith and hope the most. In moments where life feels like crushing you, you start with faith. So Hebrews 1:11 comes to mind. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. I'm thinking of Naomi when she is deciding to go back to Israel. Mm-hmm. Now her faith kicked in to say, now I'm going to stand up and I'm going to go back. She is hoping she will find the good things that she has heard them talking about. Yes. Now her faith kicks in and tells her daughters-in-law, come, let's go.
Yes.
As we are recapping, tell us, Emma, Ruth. We left Ruth when she's deciding to go back.
Yes.
Take us from there.
Yeah, and so Ruth is deciding to go back to with her mother-in-law.
She's not actually going back.
Ruth
is joining Naomi. Yes.
Is joining Naomi. And we did say, like we said last time, that we can't be judging Oprah.
Yes.
You know, Oprah actually got the blessing from Naomi
from
to
say
it's okay, you can stay. So yes, some people will stay behind and some will move with their destiny helpers.
Yes.
So we can actually maybe look at it that way, that maybe Naomi was not Oprah's destiny helper.
Yes.
But was a specific destiny helper for Ruth. Yes. So that's why it happened that way.
I like that which you have just said, that Naomi was specifically for Ruth.
For Ruth.
Because
so there is someone specifically
yes, so there
you.
is someone specifically for you from God. So I'm thinking the time when they left Israel going to Moab, we thought they were leaving because of famine, but hell no. She was going to fetch Ruth.
How amazing God
How amazing God is.
That God will cause your destiny helper to even relocate to come
exactly
where you are.
You. Wow, not you looking
not
for
you
him.
looking
No.
them.
Them coming after you.
And that's
wow.
just God's amazing.
That's just something
it
else.
blows us away.
It blows your mind off. Yes.
And then now we see now they're going back. Mm-hmm. And obviously now Naomi is, bitter. Mm-hmm. Now she gets to a point where she says, don't call me Naomi, call me Mara. Mara,
yes.
which basically just means
Bitterness, yes.
bitterness. So in now, I was just thinking a very fascinating, comparison that now sometimes we get into a place where we get so bitter, Sunny, that we lose track of who God is. So bitterness clouds us.
Okay.
So now she says, call me Mara, because the Lord sent me full and now I'm coming back empty. And now I was just comparing with Job.
Okay.
So Job says, so Job is in a different scenario. Both
yes,
are suffering. Yes, they are probably, this a lot is going on in my life. But Naomi says, the Lord brought me full and now I'm empty.
Yes.
But Job says, I came with nothing. So it's
Okay,
if I
I'll
go back with nothing.
nothing.
Because there's no bitterness in Job.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh,
But
yes.
now when there's
Oh, yes.
bitterness in us, we tend to now, change the word of God. We get clouded. We don't really hear and get to know what God's promises are.
And we don't get to see the blessings that are around us.
Exactly. Because whatever, Naomi used to have, that was God. God provided. Now she's mad at God. She's bitter at God that why did you take it away? I mean, Job says, I came with nothing. So it's
So
okay
I will
if
still go with
and
nothing.
we're all, at one time, we are all going to go back with
nothing.
absolutely nothing.
Wow.
They say, except the souls that we've saved.
That's an eye-opener, Emma. That's an eye-opener even for me too. Just to think that they are in the same place, suffering. And when you look from the flesh side, you say, I have nothing, because maybe you wanted to have a nice couch. You don't have it. Now you're like, I don't have nothing. Maybe you wanted to have a smart TV. Yes. Maybe you wanted to have this 75 screen TV.
Yes,
you
but
only
you've got
have
a
a 41.
smaller
Now God has deserted me because you don't have a smart TV. Oh my word. The places that we put in ourselves when we are overclouded with bitterness.
Yes. So
We
bitterness
don't
is an
see the
ugly
good that is
thing.
around us.
Exactly.
Sometimes the peace of God is enough.
Exactly.
Just to have the peace
Just to
of
have
God.
the peace
To
of
know
God.
where I am, God has allowed it, I am here, and God is in it.
And He'll take me through it.
He'll take me through it. Oh yeah, well, thank you
As
so
we
much.
will see now when we are getting into our second part, that God was with them. God never abandoned them. There was no reason for her to be bitter.
Yes. So looking at the book of Ruth, we see that even when we can't see beyond our pain to His plan, we can have hope that our story isn't over.
It's not
better
over.
days are coming.
Until God says
better
it's
days are coming.
Exactly.
Until God says it's over.
It's not over.
It's not over yet.
Amen. As
So
long
we
as
are
you're still alive, there's hope.
long as you're still breathing.
Yes, there is
Still hope
God
for
can just,
you.
tomorrow, God can just change your situation.
Wow.
So you don't have to be bitter and stay
Wow.
bitter, but just maintain your hope and your faith, and God will come around.
Keep trusting.
Yes.
I think it's important to keep the faith.
Keep the faith.
Yes.
No
Keep
matter what you're
trusting.
going through, keep
Being
the faith.
hopeful. Being
Exactly.
hopeful.
Amen.
Wow, I love that. So now we are back in Israel.
Yes.
Naomi has been welcomed. People are so happy. They are back in Israel. They're like, wow, they've been gone so many years, but we are happy to see you. And we are not just you. You've got Ruth with
you've
you.
got your daughter-in-law.
Wow, you went with 2 boys, but you came with a daughter.
With a daughter.
Wow, who is like a young sister to you,
Exactly.
a daughter
You've got
to
your
you.
bestie.
You've got your bestie
broke
now.
bestie.
The broke one.
I see mothers put my, what do they call my broke bestie?
Oh, my broke bestie.
Yeah,
Yes.
I put mine my rich besties.
Okay.
Never anything
Never
negative.
anything
we don't
negative.
go to
No matter
brokenness.
where we are,
no
we are
matter
still
where
rich.
we are, they're very extreme. They're stinking rich. Mine are stinking
Because
rich
our
besties.
Father owns 1,000 hills on 1,000 hills. Cattle on 1,000 hills. Oh, we love that. We love that.
Amen.
So we are back in Israel now.
Yes.
And Ruth and Naomi absolutely have nothing. Like in the flesh, we are saying they've come to poverty.
Yes.
They've nothing to their name. So they are coming with faith and trust that God will take them where they are and put them somewhere where they wish to be. Take us through that journey, Emma. Now they are in Israel. What happens? They need food to eat.
Exactly. Now we see Ruth, and it just tells about Ruth's character. That Ruth is a resilient woman. It's a hardworking woman. Because now she takes on, the job of a gleaner. So gleaning during those days, it was actually a very low class job. Something that is done.
I would like you to highlight who encouraged her.
Yes, to
take up that job.
Yes, Naomi. But she took the initiative. Actually,
what can I do?
Yes, she said, Naomi, I'm going to look for a job. I'll go into the fields and I'll start doing the gleaning. It was a job for the poor, and just working in the fields. Nothing is easy in the fields.
Take me there, Emma. Oh, my word. Take me there. And
it's hard labor. Exactly. It's hard labor. And I remember when I would go, back home, and I'm trying to help my mom. And within a day, morning, just one day. And the following day, I'm like, okay, guys, I'm going to be cooking for you guys. You guys can do the field work. I'm going to be in the kitchen. So it's hard work, but she takes it.
In the sun.
Yes, and she's not waiting for Naomi to now, maybe, come up with a plan and maybe, be choosy, to say, no, I can't do that. Can't you find something else? But she's like, is there work in the field?
Yes,
I'm gonna go
take it.
And I'll take it. Because she's hardworking. She's not waiting for hand-me-downs. We see some people when they are in a certain space, they are like, can't you help me with this? And then you say, okay, somebody is looking for someone who can be a char. And then they're like, how much are they offering?
When are you on zero?
They're on zero.
Not on zero only, you are negative.
They're in the red. And then they're like, okay, so somebody's looking for a chair. Emma, I just asked them how much they're offering, and then you go back, no, it's too little. I'm like, too little.
But you're already negative.
Exactly, but
you do something.
End
if
of
you
the
add
month,
those little ones,
I
they
don't
will
have
take
food,
you somewhere.
I don't have rent. I'm like, really?
But I offered you a job that was going to give you something.
So we see Ruth, is saying anything that will bring food to the table. And she's not a selfish woman. She is still committed to Naomi. She's still looking after Naomi. Because she's also
took her in as your own mother.
Exactly. It's not about me. It's about Naomi. What is Naomi going to eat? Naomi is now old. I can't ask Naomi to now come and join me in the fields. So she goes and she starts, doing there. And isn't it amazing how when we save, no matter where we are, when we do a good job, God always shows up. No matter how a low-level job it is. If it's
God
cleaning, do
up.
it as if you are doing it unto the Lord. And there now God introduces Boaz.
Wow, amazing story. You highlighted things that are so intriguing, Emma. The character of Ruth.
Yes.
The kind of woman that she was. She did not choose the kind of job to say, okay, I'm of high class. Because remember, when Naomi left Israel, they were going to Moab because that was a place of plenty.
Yes.
She left her family there. Everything she knew, Ruth left and said, I'm going to join you, Naomi.
Yes.
And even after I join you, I know you are an old woman. You won't be able to do anything. Therefore, I'm coming in to look after you.
Exactly.
She took her in as a mother.
Amen.
She loved her as a mother.
So
she's so beyond.
Very pure heart,
yes, so she's so beyond just going back to Israel. This woman needed somebody who was going to be a helper in her life, because in her old age, she might not have been able to be cook. Yes, she was not going to be able to look after herself. Yes, so we really need to remember our old women around us.
Exactly.
Take care of them. Because we look at them and sometimes we're like, this old woman, can't she just stay at home?
But
let's be kind to them. Let's love them. In their old age, let's embrace them with caring, loving them.
And like you mentioned that, in Moab, they had plenty of stuff there. So this is now Ruth probably coming from a place where there is provision.
Yes.
And now she goes to a place where there is no provision. But she still doesn't say, no, I'm going back.
She doesn't regret her decision.
Yes, and she doesn't say, I'm going back. This is not for me.
She doesn't regret
I've tried
her decision.
It's not working.
Wow.
It's the commitment.
So in as much as Naomi was a link to Ruth, she was also a person that was specifically for Naomi.
That is
like
so
you
true.
indicated, God connects us for a reason,
a
for a
reason.
purpose, when we walk according to His
Yes,
ways.
and whilst we're there, Sunny, and it has just clicked because of that connection that you've
Yes.
just mentioned, that sometimes, you know, you are a mentor or a destiny helper. It doesn't mean that, you know, the person that you are mentoring cannot save you as well. But we save a generation which it's all about me. You save
Okay.
me. You take me to my next
Okay.
destiny. Now when I say, can you just do this,
this
for
for
me?
me.
Then it's like, oh no, these people, they want to use you. They want to do this. But we are there to save each other. Yes, I am your destiny helper. Yes, I am your mentor. But there are things that I'm also going to need from you. And you might be the only person who can give me that.
Yes,
So
yes.
we need to also be on the lookout. You know, I've been saying for the past weeks, I've been saying, you know, God gives us so many opportunities, Sunny, to do good, to be thankful to people.
Yes.
But we miss them. So I've been praying that, Lord, I don't want to miss any opportunity that you're giving me to just be a blessing to someone or to return a favor to someone. Because I've been seeing it a lot that, this is a missed opportunity. This person didn't see it. And now it's gone, you know, you never have
Because
it.
we are so self-centered.
It's all about
It's
me.
all about me. What am I getting out of it?
Exactly.
Now, if somebody asks, they want to use me.
Exactly.
Oh, may God help us.
Yes.
Interesting it is. Now they are together, Ruth and Naomi, and Ruth is taking the job of gleaning. She is in the field. Because as I was intrigued when I read this, that Naomi blessed her to say, may you find favor in the field that you're going to work in. What a prayer.
What a prayer.
It is important to speak positive and to always be prayerful and keeping the faith to say whatever step you have decided to take, walk in it with faith.
Exactly.
Now she is at the field where she is gleaning. She has started to glean. And when she is gleaning, as I read my Bible, correct me if I'm wrong, as I read my Bible, she doesn't just pitch in because she's a foreigner, remember. She's in a place of people who don't know her. She's in a place of people who are welcoming her, but at the same time looking at the kind of person that she is. We heard this about you. We heard that about you. We really want to know if you are really that kind of person. These are people who are waiting to look, to be judging at her. But she comes in gracefully.
Exactly.
She knows the purpose why she is there. What happens when she gets there?
Yes, and then she gets there and then she's just doing her job and then obviously catches the eye of Boaz.
Oh mana in poverty. I mean pamembe zanza kato varuka.
But favor locates
But
you.
favor locates you anyway. When poverty was smelling all over you.
Exactly, like you're saying, maybe yes, with torn clothes, maybe
Yes.
looking nice, and you know you're a foreigner.
Sure.
And I'm sure, also if I'm correct, it did say there were other women in those
Of course,
schools. Obviously,
there were
they'd be eyeing
women.
Boaz as
Of
well.
course, because they
But
knew who he was.
Yes, they
Look,
knew he
these
was
are
a
women
wealthy
who know this man.
Yes, he's
They
a
know
wealthy
him.
man. Exactly.
They know. It's like maybe Ramaphosa coming or one of the ministers coming
Exactly.
where we are, and we know him.
We know him.
We know
Everybody knows.
his status.
Exactly.
And there he's walking, and you're thinking, oh my word, we know this guy. We are happy he's here. Let me do this so that he sees me. But what happens? Take us through it, girl.
So yes, she catches Boaz's eye. Boaz then asks, so who's this?
Who is this one?
You know, who's this one?
We're so humble. We're so
She's
down to
heartbreaking.
earth.
Yes, probably picked up and then so Boaz then
And
hears
she's
the
there
story
at the
that,
back.
"Oh, this is
She doesn't
Ruth."
feel like she belongs.
Yes, no, this is Ruth, Naomi's daughter-in-law. You know how Naomi went to Moab, lost the husband and the two sons, and now so she's the daughter-in-law who came back with her. And Boaz was actually very impressed that this is some woman, because this is not Ruth's aunt or it's a mother-in-law.
It's a
for Christ's sake.
mother-in-law. Not sister, not grandmother,
Exactly.
not auntie. Mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law.
She got married to a son who is no more.
who's normal, and she didn't even have to still commit to Ruth, and now
what a woman.
And I'm sure boss is thinking that she's gleaning the fruit just because she still wants to take care of this woman.
This
This
woman.
is a good woman, you know.
Yes.
She picks up on the good
character
on the
that
green
she
flags,
not the red ones. Not the red ones. The green flags.
Yes, the
okay.
green, yeah.
He is intrigued by Ruth. And he's like, wow, what a
now
woman.
he even, you know, Shembos is so sweet. So now he even tells, you know, the men in the field that,
Okay.
no, I need you to leave some stuff for her so that it's easy. You know, she doesn't have to work so much. So just make sure you leave some extra, you know, food for her so that she just comes and then she collects.
Yes.
So that we see that, you know, this is favor. And obviously then we'll get to a point where, you know, now boss must now take a bold step, you know. Yeah. So it's not just a sleepover now. He's talking marriage.
Okay.
He's
No.
thinking
Let me
marriage.
hold you there. Because in the field, yes, she found favor, right?
Yes.
She found favor. She gleaned. She's got baskets. She goes back home where she meets her mother-in-law. and my
she
mother-in-law
tells,
asks her,
how was your day?
You are missing an important part.
So Naomi, we see Naomi. Okay. So you know,
And she gives her tips. Take us there. Yeah.
And you know, so I've always said, you know, I come across people, son, who are single, and obviously they are now, you know, into that mature age, you know, and it can be very difficult to now, you know, find someone. And so we are trying to hook them up.
Okay.
But they will still say no.
All
And I'm
right.
like, guys, don't you know about the biggest hookup in the Bible?
The biggest hookup,
Yes,
mother-in-law and daughter-in-law is hooking her up.
Even says, no, now you need to look beautiful. Put on a nice garment and go. And when he's alone.
And that prayer is manifested.
Yes,
you
'cause
find
now we find
favor.
favor.
She
And this
found
is
the
the favor
favor.
now.
And the favor is Boaz, who is a relative to Elimelech.
Yes.
Elimelech, who is the late husband of Naomi.
Exactly. So
Wow.
Naomi knows that, no, there's a potential kinsman here.
Yes.
Yes, who's supposed to now do the duties.
How God works.
Yes. So it also shows us that, you know, like we said, you know, earlier on, Sunny, that maybe Ruth even had torn clothes. Or,
She was really looking poor.
And so
Dusty and Askana.
And so
I can feel for
Naomi
her.
saying, no, put on a nice garment, you know. And how many times have we said, because you don't know when you are going to meet up the
because
right
now I'm
guy.
thinking kuti urikuenda kumunda saka you don't really wear your bestie.
Yeah,
zvakashata hazvo handitika but inzwa udzwe ema pane nyaya yangu urikuenda kumunda saka you don't wear your best.
Yes.
Out of not wearing your best because ndezvekumunda remember kumunda vari kunosakura then Boaz picks her up not because of what she's wearing or how she looks but because of the character that she is.
Yes,
Anditika now she's going back kuhome obvanzi pfeka zvakanaka saka kureva kuti pane umvemve pane something also chinoita sei chinopfekekawo zvakanaka here. Okay.
I think umvemve huripo handiti.
All right.
But you know, yes ukuenda kumunda but ingogezawo kumeso kuti kutongomuka
Ubona nemabori.
akumana boss wacho wakumana anokona sei hongu character iripo.
Okay.
So this is the thing about men are very visual animals.
Okay.
So at least for you to catch his eye, you know,
you had to look also
makeup,
good.
but ingogezawo
Ingogezawo.
vari kuyawo kumunda but vanogeza.
Okay.
And it then, because then it goes on to you, for you to then move on from kuti, okay, there's Ruth, okay, but so ndiani Ruth, and you know it gets even more fascinating. Really? So not only is she beautiful, because sometimes you can pick a very beautiful person, you're like, wow, if I can dress this person up, she's going to look even nicer. Yes. So then but for him to have that interest initially, yes, she's in the fields, but she still looks very
She's
nice.
also looking good.
Yes,
Though in the field, she's also looking
then
good.
From that point, that's where now he starts starts wanting to know more about Ruth.
Okay.
And what he gets to know blows his mind away. It's like,
That's
she's the one.
Watangonzwa nemahunga. So no matter
She's
what
the
we do, no
one.
matter where we go, some people are talking about us somewhere.
Yes,
Saka
and we
atifanele
don't-
kuti omboshamisika when somebody says
Exactly, I've
hanzi
heard
wa
about
urkunzi.
you.
Yes,
I think
yes,
they always
yes.
do that, you know, like someone will say, oh, was that your friend? Tell me about your
Yes,
friend.
yes,
So
yes.
we also need to, people are always talking about you. So may it be that people are talking good things
Yes,
about you.
yes, yes.
You know, it also reminds me of Queen Vashta's story.
Okay, now we are going to Esther. Okay, we're diverting a bit, but we don't have much time. Let me hold you there. I want to take you back to where Naomi is giving Ruth a tip. Take us there, please.
So look beautiful. She says, okay, so put on a nice garment, look beautiful. When Boaz is alone, go and lie, you know, at his feet. Yes, and then that happens. But you see, the most fascinating thing is, yes, and then Boaz now gets to see Ruth. He asks, who is it? So Ruth says, no, it's Ruth. I'm Ruth. And then she's like, oh, okay. I've come so that I can save you more.
Yes.
Save you more in brackets,
Yes,
you know.
yes. Save you more in brackets,
yes.
yes.
But we know what, you know,
What
she
it
meant.
yes.
So then Boaz says, you know what? Obviously, to his research that he's done, you know, before, then he says, you know what? There is another closer kinsman who's supposed to redeem you first, not me.
Yes,
so I need to find out first, does he want to redeem you? Because he has the right.
Yes.
If he doesn't want,
Then
I will do it. Yes. So yes, he does. At that point, he does send Ruth away. He even says, you know, make sure that people don't see you, you know, coming from.
Yes, it has to be early. Oh, they woke up so early, like we are not supposed to. Yes,
sleep over. So yes, so then, you know.
So this sleepover started long ago.
No, but it was just at the feet, son. It was not.
Okay, take us through.
Our sleepovers. So anyway, so then yes, then. She goes back, and then Boaz calls a meeting, you know, with the elders, and with that guy, you see,
present.
Yes, with that guy present, and he says, so now will you redeem, you know, because Naomi had her field, now which had to be redeemed, which had to be bought back.
Yes.
So initially the guy actually says, yes, I can do that, and then Boaz goes on to say that. But there is Ruth, there is Naomi's daughter.
So if you are to take this field, you are also take in Ruth.
Then
that was like, hell no. I'm not going to do that. I ain't cut for that. No, I'm not going to do that.
Yes,
okay.
Exactly. So then Boaz gladly takes on, you know, says, oh, okay, then, because I've given you the opportunity, you were supposed to have the first priority, then I'm going to do it. So now we now move on to now seeing now Boaz is the kinsman.
Made redeemer to Ruth.
To Ruth, and also to Naomi. Because then he buys back the field.
Yes, the field.
Then he marries Ruth, so that he can now have kids with Ruth.
Yes.
We even see him redeeming them from poverty. So
what a turnaround. What a turnaround. Like I said at the beginning, better days are coming.
Exactly.
If we keep the faith, if we keep the hope alive, we just need to trust that, yes, what I'm going through now, it's fine. It's a phase. This will pass. Yes, it has got an expiry date.
The devil makes us think that it's going to be like this forever, but every situation that you're going through
comes to pass.
There is an expiry.
There is an expiring date. So no matter what we go through, thank you, Emma, for raising that and wrapping it up for us. And now Ruth is married to Boaz, and Naomi's field has been bought. They've been taken out of poverty.
Yes.
How God changes lives around.
Yes.
Lives have been changed in an instant because God was in it. They
Yes.
trusted and believed in God, and they walked every step as God wanted them to be.
Amen.
And His word was fulfilled. How does this relate to redemption that Jesus Christ bought for us?
Exactly. So Boaz is a shadow of Christ, what
Okay.
Christ did for us. Christ redeemed us. We were foreigners, like Ruth. We were never meant to be, but because of His grace and mercy, He said, anyone who accepts me as their Lord and Savior, will be saved. So Christ, when you come to Christ, the old is gone. You are now a new person. So you're no longer a foreigner, you are now, a child of God.
Yes.
So that's the very important redemption that we see this story actually portraying.
Yes.
And when God redeems us from poverty, where we were in sin, we were dead
sin,
actually.
yes.
So He redeems us, He gives us prosperity.